It's September 22nd, 2021, and this is the Strum Machine Developer Update. I am the Strum Machine developer, Luke Abbott, and I'm coming to you today over video because I'm just so excited about what's happening behind the scenes at Strum Machine that I wanted to share that excitement with you. And what better way to do that than to show my excited little face here? So there's been some big stuff going on behind the scenes. I've talked on the forum about the new strumming patterns. That's probably the biggest thing, what people are most excited about. And I am too. I have been wanting to offer more strumming patterns for years now, almost since the beginning. And this has been sort of my white whale because I've tried every year or so. I would try spend a few weeks recording a bunch of stuff, trying to get it together and make it happen, and it fails because it just doesn't sound realistic. It's not up to my standards. And this time it's different because I've got new recording equipment, fancy new microphones, new recording studio, sound treatment, the whole 9 yards, and I've got a new approach. I am pulling out all the stops in terms of how I'm recording things, what I'm capturing, how it's going to all be put together. And I've made enough prototypes that I can tell that this is going to work. And it's going to be so awesome. So I'm really excited about it. The thing is, I cannot start the actual recording process until mid-October. Kind of a long story, but I'm going to have to wait. So I was hoping to have it out by the end of the year. Maybe that's still possible. It might end up being early 2022. But in the meantime, I have not been laying idle. I have been saying, well, let me get the code in shape for this new strumming patterns. Let me get stuff ready. And what I figured out is that, there are parts of Strum Machine that are 5 years old now. And I was not nearly as good a programmer 5 years ago as I am now. And there's parts that have been added on to over the years and changed, and they're unmaintainable now. They're just a huge mess. And what I decided I needed to do, and what I've done, is ripped it all apart and put it back together. This is loosely what's called refactoring. And I just looked it up. I have changed almost 20,000 lines of code. And that's not counting like node modules or package-lock.json for the JavaScript nerds. 700 files. It's been a huge update, bringing things up to date. But I'm already reaping the rewards because I've started working on some new features that probably just would not have been possible to do without all this sort of groundwork that I've laid. So the new stuff that I've done is medleys. Medleys are done now. You can play with them. Well, no, you can't play with them. I can play with them. It's been really fun. I am almost ready to release it to beta. I'm working out a few little details, a few kinks, doing a few more rounds of testing myself, and then I will have that up on the beta site. So that means that you'll be able to pick a few songs and have them play one right after the other without any pause. It's going to be really cool. I've got a few other features that I hope to sneak into that beta release, possibly playlists that play song to song to song, kind of like medleys, but a little different. And maybe a couple other features that I'm working on. But I will put an announcement about that beta release when it's ready, which I'm hoping by the end of the month or maybe early October. But I want to get a lot of people testing that because I did change 20,000 lines of code. So, let's be honest, I probably made some mistakes. There are probably some bugs that I have not caught. So before I put it onto the main Strum Machine, I want people testing it to make sure that everything is still working groovy. But I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait for you all to be able to play with it. So that is what has been going on in my world. A lot of programming, soon to be a lot of recording. In October, I'm going to start. It's going to be a lot of picking an individual note and then an individual strum, different pick attacks and pick angles and velocities and across hundreds of chords, it's going to take a long time. So again, it might not be this year. It might be early next year. We'll see. I guess I'll just close by saying thank you so much for your support. As always, you all are the best. I am so fortunate and I feel so honored and lucky to be serving the music community and to be putting this product out for you all to use and to hear from so many of you about how much use you're getting out of it. It makes my world. So I'm so grateful to you all. And I will put an announcement up again when something's ready for you to test. So keep an eye out for that. And in the meantime, keep having fun with Strum Machine. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.